Hey friends, I'm Sean David Jackson, author of the Holiness.com Dating Survival Guide. The Holiness.com Dating Survival Guide is available at Amazon.com in Kindle ebook form, paperback, and hardback. And I'm glad you've joined us today. Get ready for a very informative and hopefully maybe entertaining as well video. Hey friends, if you've come to this video, if you clicked on the video to see the ultimate beauty secrets contained in this box, this black box, you've come to the right place. I am going to share what is in this box, but as any or many products that you might buy from like the health food store or the pharmacy, for example, there are oftentimes labels of things you shouldn't do or things you shouldn't consume that will counteract the product that you've purchased. So with this, there are things that can counteract the ultimate beauty secrets in this box. So first, I want to step you through some of the things that will counteract what's in this box, but we will get to the reveal of what's in this box. But first, the things you should not do that can counteract the ultimate beauty secrets in this box. Hey ladies, I want you to take a look at these chicken feet. I'm holding the chicken upside down. She's okay. I'll let her go in a minute, but I want you to get a real good look at her nails. These long bird claw-like nails. Now, your nails should not be long and so long they're looking like bird claws. Okay? Because there's a reason the chicken has these long nails like this. Your toenails shouldn't be like this. Your fingernails shouldn't be like this. The chicken has nails like this because they're made so they can scratch in the dirt, dig out and get worms and flies and bugs so they can eat them. All right? Unless you are in a tight situation where you've got to scratch in the dirt and eat live worms and flies and bugs, that's why these nails happen to be dirty, because that's what they're for, scratching in the dirt. Unless you need to do that, your nails shouldn't be long, looking like bird claws. Neither should they be painted all kind of unnatural colors. Okay? My birds, my chickens, my hens, they have feet that come in different colors. And some of them are pretty surprising colors. But naturally speaking, you didn't come with all kind of funny looking, unnatural, bizarre looking nail colors. So, you know, leave that alone. That's not beauty. That's just weird. All right, well, let me let this chicken go here so she can get back into her chicken area. She's okay. It's not a dead chicken. Although I do, you know, eat chicken. I'm not a vegetarian. All right. What you should be seeing on your screen right now is a picture from some years ago of the actress Halle Berry, a very beautiful African-American lady. Some might say gorgeous. But in a role she's playing, I believe the effect she's trying to get is a very, let's say, low class, some might say ghetto look. She's African American, brown complected, with a platinum blonde wig hairdo. Why do I show you this picture? Because what you do with your hair color can totally take the enjoyment, take the focus, just really eradicate or counteract the beautiful person that you may be physically. So I want to encourage you, don't do bizarre things with your hair color that don't match your complexion. Some of you that are into, fashion and cosmetics, hopefully you know there are different complexions that will work with different hair colors. And oftentimes I'm saying, a lot of times I guess people have been sold on going crazy with the hair color. For example, darker complected people being sold that they should be a platinum blonde somehow. That just totally, it can undo the whole, everything else you're doing that may be correct as far as physical beauty, as far as your preparation. So don't do crazy stuff with your hair color. One of the things I think sometimes people with darker complexion are trying to do is mimic a very European look, maybe a Hollywood look of some of the European or people of European descent who are actors and actresses. On the screen you should be seeing a picture of Fabio. He is a very famous model from back in the day. So many of the romance novels, the cover really is a picture of Fabio. Now ignore the length of the hair because that's just way too long for the look that I would recommend. But what I want, and I believe he's probably bleaching his hair because I've circled the roots so you can see they're quite a bit darker than the latter portions, ends of the hair. But his complexion, even though his hair, I believe it's dyed a lighter blondish color, his skin complexion is much more able to work with a blonde hair color, okay, with that light, maybe not the lightest color blonde I've seen, but it's pretty light. His skin complexion seems to work better than some of the darker skinned folks like myself. I've even seen standing in I think it was a drugstore, there were boxes and boxes of hair color that were stacked up, I don't know, maybe 4 feet high. So they must have been selling the stuff because they had so much of it. And on the box was a African American young man modeling, I guess, what was in the box, the hair color that you would get by using the product. And his afro was like a tree green color. No, people, match your hair color if you're gonna dye it to your complexion. And if you don't know how to do that, get somebody who's not one of these zany, weird people, even if they're in the profession of hair color and dyeing and cosmetology. Get somebody who's going to give you a look that is more sensible. Quite some years ago, many years ago, I was at a church convention with other people who follow the Christian faith, and this was many years ago. And I saw this, she seemed to be a very attractive lady, young lady, but she had her makeup done in a way that she made me think of the old actor Bela Lugosi. Some of you that are movie buffs, you may know he was one of the most well-known portrayers in his old-time movies from the early 20th century, portraying Dracula. Yes, the vampire. And some may argue he's the most famous actor portraying Dracula. And If you look at the picture I should have up on the screen now, I've got Bela Lugosi with his sort of ominous look and his dark around his eyes, and then there's two models I'm showing you, and what I'm trying to point out here is this whole smoky eye look. It makes me think of Bela Lugosi, Dracula, the vampire. People, with your makeup, if it's looking unnatural, your makeup and what you're doing to yourself should be so well integrated into your natural look that if a stranger is looking at you, that they couldn't be able to tell that you had on makeup, that it would look natural. Not this scary, spooky, audacious, bold, brazen, bizarre, all these sort of looks that you're being sold by the cosmetic companies. They just want to sell you more and more and more stuff. Or many of these cosmetologists, many of these beauticians, many of these purveyors of different products, they just want you to keep buying products and stuff. But that stuff is really, you need to throw a lot of it in the trash. And I'm going to get to what the black box that I'm showing today is really ought to be the core piece of your beauty secrets. All right, it's time for us to crack open the black box that has the ultimate beauty secrets in it. But here's the thing, I want to caution you that the value of this is not really something you can determine by the cost of it, because it doesn't cost that much. I think it was $17 and change for me to get my hands on this. But the value is not really determined by the numerical number of dollars that you pay for something. Value is really whether the product does what you want it to do, and that you're able to obtain it for a price that you think is fair, or even if you can get it cheaper than you would expect. As an example, this sweat jacket was brand new. I got it. It was 1 cent. This shirt, it was 1 cent. These sweatpants, 1 cent. 1 red US cent, true. These shoes, 1 cent. All new, never used, 1 cent. So, I think you've got the point. Doesn't cost a lot for this product, but it is not expensive monetarily. Okay, there's some instructions and whatnot in here. Let me just let me get this all set up according to how the instructions want. And just give me a sec. We'll just pause the video, get it together, turn the video back on, so you don't have to wait while I try to do what the instructions recommend. So here it is, folks. The beauty secret, ultimate beauty secrets, plural, that was in the box, the black box. We've got an ab roller. I've actually worn out the ab roller that I have. It was used when I got it, and I just kept using it, and it was not maybe made exactly like this one, but I think it's working. I don't have the 6-pack abs yet, but with me trying to just watch my nutrition, get my rest, and exercise, I'm dropping gradually, pound after pound. The doctor wants me to drop weight, and he wants me to continue dropping weight, even though I've already dropped a good amount. And the other thing in the box were these bars here for doing push-ups. You can do them off the floor with your hands, but this bar or these bars, it's kind of nice. Like it. It's good. It's more comfortable for me using these. I just first time using it, and I can tell already I'm going to like this better than the push-ups I've been doing off the floor. The other thing we have is, well, let me show you. So with the ab roller, just in case you don't know, oh, and they gave me this little pad that came in it. This little black pad I'm using for a knee pad. You roll all the way out. Let me move the jump rope. You roll out and you come back in. Helps us strengthen these muscles. I know when I started really doing the ab roller, my muscles were hurting, so I thought I was ill. I was sick, but I kept going, and I've kind of built up my muscles. And the more I lose weight and strengthen these abdominal muscles, it's going to give more, tighten my stomach. Some people love a man with a big, as they call it, I don't drink beer, but they call it a beer belly. But most people I know prefer a man to be, and woman, to be fit and trim in the abdominal midsection. The other thing in the box, jump rope. Now I've got a more fancy one with the handles, wooden handles, ball bearings in this area, and a leather rather than this, but this will still do the trick, because staying fit is good to get your heart rate up and cardio. Of course, always consult with your doctor before you get into an exercise program. Make sure you are exercising at the rate, the amount, and the intensity that's okay for your age and your health. But I tell you, if you get fit, all this other stuff you see people doing, I see women tacking on these bird claws, dyeing their hair crazy colors. Guys are doing it too. Tattoos and all of that stuff. It's not really effective to making you the most beautiful you can be. Fitness, the ancient secret. The ancient Greeks knew this. Somehow we've forgotten that, or many of us have forgotten that sitting up in a chair and letting people tack stuff on, paint stuff on, smacking stuff on your eyelids and all of this kind of stuff, you gotta get out of your seat, get off your rump, get out of your seat and get fit, because a healthy look is ultimately the most attractive look. A healthy look, the way God made men and women, that is the most attractive look. Now, as I said, value of what I'm saying, it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg, but it will get you to the objective of being the most beautiful you if you listen to this and get out of that beauty chair, get out of that whatever, and stop depending on that to cover up the issue of fitness. All right, that's it for today. Thank you for joining us. Remember, the Holiness.com Dating Survival Guide is available at Amazon.com in ebook, Kindle form, paperback, and hardback.